One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar. Insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals reporting pays his way. More legend in the making, day by day.
Man, oh man, it is Topless Taco Tuesday. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their freaking morning so far. Good to see everyone up in the building. Listen, there is a lot that happened in the last, let's just say in the last 12 hours. We had a ceasefire that actually did happen last night. And I actually announced that on my Instagram. As you guys know, I've been breaking news over there on the Instagram side of things right here, just so you guys have it. So check it out. There has been a ceasefire. Basically, the ceasefire violation has happened on what Israel is claiming that Iran did the ceasefire, violation, and vice versa. They both are kind of guilty in this situation. We're going to find out together, though. We have everything lined up and ready to go regarding this whole ordeal. And anyways, this is going to be known. What Trump has been saying is he wants it to be known as the 12-day war. And that's why we have it labeled that way as well. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, good to see everyone. Before we, get into the craziness of today, man, make sure you guys come in and like the button. Hit the like button, man. It helps out the show immensely, helps out the video, and it's free to do so. I very much appreciate it. If you guys are also new here, hit that subscribe button because it's also free. Also, please consider becoming a member starting only at $2.99 a month. We're making sure we're not breaking the bank out there with anybody, but check it out. This is exactly how we get to speak the way that we do here, and we never have to cater to views here to make money, man. So we're 100% funded by you guys in the Breakfast Club, so big W to you guys. Yes, sir, and last but not least, of course, every super chat, super sticker, gifted membership signups, all of these things are going to be shouted out and presented live onto the show, but if you guys would like to skip that YouTube 30% brutal cut, we have these platforms scrolling for the remainder of the show. And of course, I will read your message out loud and shout you guys out. And I have it all queued up, ready to go. So if anybody sends anything in from here on out, I have it ready to go and I will see it right away. So I've been trying to get better at that and not, not miss things and be like 5-10 minutes late to shouting something out. I have it ready to go. I try to do my best here. So anyways, we got brother KP up in the building. Good morning to you, kind sir. Good to see you. We got Carney's Ride as well. Good to see you as well. He had a great show this morning. Brother Mount High, my man. Yes, sir. Guess what we've got? Ready on deck, ready to go. As always, kind sir. You know the deal over here on this side of the net. We got Steve Easy as well. Good morning, kind sir, as well as brother SNS. Rabbit of Chaos, good to see you. We got Hook Dog as well, man. Let's see here. Yes, trust me. I'm ready to rock and roll here in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I promise. We got Extra Surprise as well. Good morning to you as well as Sick Bastard and Mark, my man. Good to see you. Yes, put your best foot forward. Glad to be here. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. This is what I would consider my best foot. This is my best foot forward. So it works out great. We got Gary as well. Good morning, kind sir. Good to see you guys. Steve Posey. Yes, sir. We're about to get into the gnarliness, man. We got everything ready to go. Let's go ahead and get this Get better, Mike. Don't be a lame. Shit. I mean, it's just the way it is, bro. I need to get good. I know the deal. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this up. Of course, there's a lot to discuss here. I'm not going to be playing every bit of every video here. As you guys know, I'm very good about skipping through the shit that as soon as it starts getting monotonous or boring or whatever, we start moving past that because I definitely want to get to the fact, and we like to condense this all into a single hour. You know what I mean? So I don't like to extend it longer than that. We got Tats dropping a gifted membership, by the way. Very much appreciate her all the way across the pond over there in the UK, making it rain. Very much appreciate you. And good afternoon to you.
And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. Live picture there at the White House. Well, it's official, according to President Trump, that the now what he terms 12-day war is over. Posting on Truth Social this. I'm going to read it in full in case you
okay, so I broke
to
this
it just yet.
last night. Okay, this specific thing. Now, we're doing this in chronological order, okay, ladies and gentlemen. It only makes sense that I do things in chronological order. I'll show you this came out 11 hours ago, and the remainder of this is all within the last 4 hours. And even at the end here, we have Ukrainian President Zelensky speaking at NATO summit, and I have that clip ready to go for all of us. So we have everything ready to go. We start with the 12-day war to end with ceasefire, Trump says, which is what you guys are seeing here. Then Israel accuses Iran of violating ceasefire, orders new strikes. Then President Trump gets involved here in the media right before he got onto his plane to go over there to the summit for NATO. Trump said, basically, he speaks ahead of the whole NATO summit. And trust me, it's going to be kind of interesting. I actually have some of the parts that they bleeped out from the mainstream media, of course, because anytime you start cursing, the mainstream media don't like that. But I have the whole clip. I have everything. So real quick, before we play on to this, I do want to show you guys real quick. On the Instagram side of things, I'm going to show you a couple of things on my Instagram today because I've been breaking stuff. I have clips ready to go, all that kind of stuff. But I'll show you for an instance. This was yesterday. As you guys can see, the Insane Wheels logo with the 18 is up there. And we broke the news that way. And here's the tweet that you guys are seeing that they're going to be speaking about right here, right now. So let's go ahead and bring that back up. Just wanted to show you guys what we do over there on the social media side of things.
The president saying this: congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful. On the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will, I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel, God bless Iran, God bless the Middle East, God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. So we're getting...
Make sure you guys join up that Discord that Naomi threw into the chat. That's where all of us in the Breakfast Club hang out and continue the conversation. And, of course, hang out and have a good time, you know?
To the White House about how this all came together, our colleague Trey Yingst reports this: that diplomat briefed on the talks to Fox News.
I see what's going on here. I'm on the wrong fucking internet, by the way. Let me go ahead and switch it. It might actually fuck me up for a sec, but it's on the wrong internet. It's because my whole PC had to restart. All right, we're back. I think now it should be a better connection than what we were just doing. But anyways, we're backing at it.
Spoke with Qatar's emir and informed him the U.S. got Israel to agree to a ceasefire with Iran. This is going to be cut off. I'm going to read it in full. The president asked Qatar to help persuade Iran.
Why do they say Qatar or Qatar? You know, like we've been saying Qatar. Like even Qatarians say Qatar. So I'm not sure why we say otherwise. But anyways, we got Tiffany Lance up in the building, as well as Junkyard, my man. Good to see you, by the way, saying we live, baby. That's damn straight. We got 13 as well, saying good morning to the Breakfast Club, Mr. Mike and Mods. Yes, sir. Good to see you as well. Appreciate you for hanging out with us.
The same. Following that, Vice President Vance coordinated with Qatar's prime minister on the details. This effort proved successful, and following discussions with the Qatari prime minister, the Iranians agreed. The deal was coordinated at the highest level by the president and vice president and the Qatari emir and prime minister directly, saying despite having been attacked just hours earlier, the Qataris set aside their grievances and prioritized regional security to get the deal done, according to the source to Trey Yingst. We also have more reporting in from Jeff Mason at Reuters. He says that the president brokered a ceasefire in a call with Netanyahu Monday afternoon, while the vice president, Marco Rubio, the secretary of state, and special envoy Steve Witkoff held direct and indirect talks with Iranians about the issue, according to a White House official. Israel agreed to it so long as Iran did not launch further attacks. Iran signaled to the U.S. that no more attacks would take place, according to the...
No more attacks, you say. No more attacks, you say. Well, let's go ahead and I want to see something real quick because there's an image here. I do want to see this.
That's why it wasn't taken out. So that was done. It was done in such a way they coordinated in advance with the Qataris, so they know it was coming in. They reportedly back-channeled to the U.S., although I think if the president kind of says publicly that they talked to him, I don't know if that's really back-channeling anymore. But basically, they let us know what was going in. We intercepted them. They got their little demonstration, and that's done. And that kind of set the stage for what happened now. It's kind of so... It was unusual the way it rolled out. It almost looked like maybe this was a foregone thing.
Shit. What's up, Warland? Good to see you, man.
They were going to do this and then walk right into a ceasefire. It's not quite sure. But the Iran is now, according to President Trump, Iran is now in a ceasefire. They're no longer firing any missiles.
Right. About that situation.
Or drones anywhere. Within 12 hours, Israel will be in a ceasefire. I think part of that was to give them a chance to get all their aircraft back.
Well, now that you say that, let's go ahead and move over into Israel accuses Iran of violating ceasefire, orders new strikes, and this is going to be coming from the Israeli side, and then Trump gets himself involved, which I also have that ready to rock and roll for you guys as well. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Bam! Let's get into it.
Good morning, and thank you so much for waking up with us here on Live Now from Fox. It's Tuesday morning, June 24th. I'm Jeanne Francine, here with you for the next few hours to give you all of your breaking news alerts, top stories, and of course, your live events of the day. As we come on the broadcast, we are following breaking news out in the Middle East. I am getting a live look that I want to share with you, transitioning your screen to give you a live look out in Beersheba. Our content partners over at the Associated Press say you're getting a live look as Israeli emergency services say the death.
Oh shit. Did you, Steve? Man, we're gonna have to check that out here in a minute. Definitely when I go over to the Instagram.
Toll strike in that area has risen to 4 people with at least a dozen injured. You might be wondering, why has all of this happened? I want to provide some perspective for you, transitioning your screen to the latest from Israel Defense Forces this Tuesday morning. They put out on X just moments ago, quote, siren sounding in northern Israel due to...
Okay, just to give you guys context, this all was kind of happening about 4 hours ago, just so you guys know.
Missile fire from Iran. A lot to dissect and discuss this morning. So we want to bring into the conversation none other than the Executive Director of Scholars for Peace in the Middle East, Dr. Asaf.
Dr. Asaf, here he comes. Scholars for Peace in the Middle East. How can you be a scholar of something that's never fucking happened? Shit. We got Damien up in the building, by the way, saying, yo, Mike and Chad, good to see you, kind sir. Hopefully you're enjoying your topless Taco Tuesday, by the way. Correction there.
Ramawaski, Dr. Asaf, always a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you. So, Dr. Asaf, it's been a crazy 72 hours, to say the least. We've seen the U.S. get involved with those strikes against Iran. We've seen a potential ceasefire, but now we're seeing that ceasefire has not lasted. You're always great providing context for
now. The truth is though he's going to be very biased. I've been watching this dude right here, Dr. Asaf, speak on the Middle East conflicts for well over a couple of years. And dude is definitely biased towards Israel, but I will tell you that he does have great insights and has great actual connections to be able to report a lot of these things. A lot of these things are like involved in like big Telegram groups and being involved in the actual kind of like operation side before it goes into the mainstream media and stuff like that. So usually has really good insight.
Situations. Could you start us off, please?
Sure. So as you said, I mean, we've seen a lot happening in a very short amount of time. Just to kind of bring us to where we got to now. So after the strike in the United States, which is a magnificent, transformative, historic event, to my mind, where you had the United States and Israel coming together operationally and intelligence-wise, and the United States and really Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu coming together to provide the 25% that the Israelis could not do after they were able to create the 75% of airspace superiority, and then going after the 3 sites with the bunker busters, and really making sure that we decapitate the Iranian nuclear program. We are still in what is considered to be the bomb assessment period as far as the damage report itself, though we are seeing a lot more intelligence coming out now vis-a-vis satellite, and it does seem from what what we can see that no potential uranium has been transferred out of those sites before the attack. So that's, of course.
Damn, Junkyard. I don't mean to take away your attention that much, cuh. He says, too busy trying to watch a show and walk straight through fresh floor glue. He's over there working hard and saying, time for my smoke break too. Yes, sir. Good to hear that you're going to be joining us on the smoke break.
It's very positive. As a result of all of that, obviously, we did see a retaliation coming in from Iran, which what I would say was more performative, attacking the base in Qatar, the Al Wadid. Of course, nobody was there, and that wasn't like a massive attack. Mostly, it gave the opportunity for the Iranians to perform. I would argue that was a coordinated attack or retaliation between the Qataris and the Iranians.
You know what I need to do? I need to speed this up a little bit. That's what I need to do.
Iranians achieved, as far as, I guess, more performative goals for Khamenei. That is to say, he was able to appease his hardliners. He was able to kind of reach out to the anti-war movement and the progressive left in the United States and in Europe. And then the Qataris get to say, you see, we were standing on the side of peace and reconciliation, even though they are co-conspirators in all of this, but we were still attacked. And the next
shit, real quick, we got Naomi throwing in the all the different cash apps and all that shit, for the pocket watchers out there. Shit, man.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking.
Well, just maybe.
Next step which is what you saw now, Trump really announced that there was a ceasefire.
Don't worry. I have Zelensky queued up, ready to go. He speaks for 8 minutes over there in the NATO summit. So I have that ready to go. It just came out about 50 minutes ago.
Place, and the parties will come together. And as a result of that, Iran, even though the party said they would agree to that, Iran, of course, has now been attacking Israel with all of this. It's not uncommon,
Junkyard. Yeah, did I hypnotize you on there?
For them to kind of throw the last kind of straw at all, just to give it everything they got. They're kind of, it's not a Hail Mary, but a kind of a semi-Hail Mary as far as trying to show that they are still flexing their muscles here. And the Israelis need to retaliate. I mean, again, you're dealing with the Islamic Republic.
Bro, they're so loud over there in the boondocks of North Carolina. Good to see you, man.
Iran. Trust. Is not really what, it plays out here. There's a lot of deceit and a lot of lying. And so we'll see how long it actually takes place. The other part that is worthy of note, and this is a long answer to a short question, is that the first step should have been by the Iranians, even according to Trump's parameters. Had the Iranians agreed to the quiet, the first few hours, then
Jack?
The Israelis would have reciprocated, which is potentially can still happen, but obviously it didn't happen yet. And this is what you're seeing, the results of that taking place now in the southern part of Israel and in other parts.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I wanted to bring this shot full for you and the viewers, Dr. Asaf. The aftermath of the Iranian missile attack in Beersheba.
Hell yeah, Junkyard sending in $1 on the Cash App, by the way, making it rain, saying, all I got for you because Cash App sucks. Well, hey, man, I very much appreciate you hitting the Cash App up and making it rain, man. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, just donated towards the next pack of papers. Hey, I'm cool with that, homie. Listen, it all adds up, you know?
Well, you did mention a damage assessment, survey assessments. We do see officials and authorities out there live at this hour, combing through the rubble to see, hopefully, if anyone is alive underneath. For many people, this paints a picture of chaos. You can imagine when we look back to the conflict with Israel and Hamas out in Gaza, they had those tent camps, and we know there pretty much wasn't a safe place. Many Israelis feeling that same sentiment this morning. Dr. Asaf, they're in their homes, they're with their families, and yet residences are being bombed.
100%. I mean, and this is also, again, and let's not forget, you and I have discussed this for quite some time. Hamas, like Iran, doesn't, and Iran has been, been the archetype, the kind of the navel of global terrorism at large, does not distinguish between combatants and non-combatants. So they too are going after civilian neighborhoods and populations and hospitals and whatnot. In contrast to the surgical attacks that you have seen taking place over the past now almost 12 days by Israel, where they magnificently took out the leadership, the scientists, going after military facilities.
They got a lot of shit done.
But really surgically choosing these targets specifically, highlighting the fact that their objective has been and still is going after the regime, but not the people. Iran does not follow suit on that.
Iran doesn't even have the capability to follow suit like that, like Israel does. Israel has the money, the technology for these missiles to be, of course, targeted exactly. I mean, down to like it could be in a fucking hospital floor, like in the center of the building. That's how good their technology is. With Iranian missiles and ballistic missiles and these hypersonics and stuff like that, they just aim it towards the fucking city. You know what I mean?
Could care less about that. Remember, these are the same individuals in the same regime that calls for death to America and death to Israel, and their proxies do the same thing vis-a-vis Hamas. So any walking target, American and Israeli, Westerners are considered to be legitimate targets by the Islamic Republic of Iran, and this is what you're seeing as far as the devastation. Israelis have been going into shelters, on a daily basis now, and there have been, unfortunately, casualties and collateral damage in this process as everybody's trying to get a handle on this. But I do think that
what's up, Bride Dog? Hopefully you're enjoying your morning, kind sir. Good to see you.
From a military operation, now that we got involved in the United States, Iran has significantly been devastated. How long this will last, this is all going to continue, but it is a major shift, and hopefully, for the better of the Middle East.
Well, Dr. Asaf, you just said moments ago that Israel needs to respond, and I think they might be listening to you. This just in from Israel Defense Forces.
The IDF sends in.
In light of the severe violation of the ceasefire carried out by the Iranian regime, we will respond with force. That coming from the chief of the...
Okay, so that's exactly why I have a little bit of insight since this happened 3 hours ago or whatever the case is, that Trump basically came out and tweeted saying they're not going to attack and they're going to send their shit back home type thing. And I have that tweet for you guys. I will show it to you after we get through this, so we have everything in a chronological timeline here.
General staff in a situational assessment. Now, with your background, viewers have questions this morning about the Israeli response. Are they allowed to respond if a ceasefire is underway? Break that down. A lot of unanswered questions this morning.
So, to your point, I mean, Eyal Zamir's comment here is exactly the continuation of that. I mean, the ceasefire will take effect once there is reciprocity, and they are allowed to. They have to, the argument, and I actually, believe that there was whatever happens next vis-a-vis retaliation will indeed be coordinated.
Hey, we got GEG up in the building. Good morning to you, kind sir, over there on the West Coast.
With the United States, and I think that that will be, that's been going on, on brand with everything that's been happening now. I doubt that the Israelis will do anything of consequence without alerting the White House as to what they're going to do, and I think that will push the envelope a bit further as far as getting the Iranians to respond to all of this. There's still, I mean, we're really now in a missile economic phase. That is to say, how many more missiles do the Iranians have, ballistic missile-wise? How many more rocket launchers do they have? And what more other valuable targets that we can go after in the meantime?
So this is the IDF to respond forcefully after Iran missile attack. And then this is coming from the Israeli defense minister. This is his quote, respond forcefully to Iran's violation of the ceasefire with the intense strikes against regime targets in the heart of Tehran.
Get this to stop and get this to take effect. I mean, Iran has been playing this game going back and forth at the negotiating table and thinking that they can really charm everybody in a way where they really are, about to create peace or change and whatnot. That of course, is, they never follow through on any of this. But the Israelis understand that. And I think that there will be, in coordination with the United States, they will be allowed to retaliate, which they have been doing all along now. They've been the ones really carrying, doing the heavy lifting, and that will continue until they feel safe. By the way, historically speaking.
Yep, Steve, I have the whole clip that you're referring to. I'm going to play the whole thing. After this segment, we're going to go into where Trump speaks on this whole ordeal. But at the end of the mainstream media side, they cut off what Trump said because he cursed. So I have the full clip. I have it ready to go. You know what I mean?
Every time there have been these kind of ceasefires, even with Hezbollah, there's always like a tipping point moment. Like there are like 7 hours before the ceasefire takes effect, and in those few hours, everybody starts attacking until the actual ceasefire takes place for the performative action of all of this, and that's potentially what you're seeing play out now. But again, when you're dealing with Iran, you're not dealing with an honest broker.
It's important to also note, Dr. Asaf, that while this conflict with Iran has escalated with Israel, we can't forget about the other terroristic organizations in the region, Hamas, Hezbollah, Yemen Houthi rebels. And we've seen time and time again, when conflict with Hamas has ramped up, that's when Hezbollah would try to slide in. When Hezbollah is in the limelight, Hamas would try to slide in. Do you see any of these entities trying to wrap up their attacks against Israel? Also wanting to point out that we still have hostages in Hamas captivity this morning.
100%. So first of all, I mean, your point is very well taken. Interestingly enough, I
can't believe that Hamas has any hostages at this point. Like, how the fuck have they not gotten every single one of them hostages back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how?
Argue that had this been how this entire mini campaign, such as it is, and I take it with a relative term here, this war with Iran over the past 12 days now here, had this been prior to the pager operation with Hezbollah, where Hezbollah was entirely devastated, you would have seen ballistic missiles on the day that Israel attacked Iran raining on Israel from the north. Interestingly enough, they did not. This was really a source of concern, or really an upset for the Islamic Republic of Iran, given the fact that Hezbollah is indeed a direct arm of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Yo, brother Joseph, he says, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
What's good, man? Good to see you, by the way, up there in Canada, my man, on the Facebook side of things. Hopefully you're enjoying your Topless Taco Tuesday so far.
And they expected them to join the party. The Houthis did, which of course they're always willing to join all of this. And to your other point, as far as the other front, I mean, Hamas is also trying to flex its muscles in between all of this while Israel is negotiating these several fronts that it's fighting. You did see the other day that the Israelis were able to bring back 3 more dead bodies of hostages that were taken on 10/7. That front, of course, still continues. Interestingly enough, while there is a great deal of debate inside of Israel about Gaza and how to move things along there because it's a highly densely populated area, on the Iranian front, there is no debate in Israel. You did see opposition leaders on the left and on the right all coming together saying that we're doing the right thing, and they stood behind Prime Minister Netanyahu on this to give you a sense that everybody understands that Iran represents an existential threat to the state of Israel and the fact that this needed to be done. And the Israelis have been laser focused on Iran for the past 30 years. Positively, I would say that you did see on the Houthi front, you did see some movement by the Saudis, which again, saying that they're going to join in. Again, to give you a larger regional sense, the fact that the actors in the region, they too understand how much Iran is a massive destabilizing force in the region.
Well, everyone knows that. Even Russia knows that. Putin's admitted that shit. I mean, who the fuck would trust them? You know what I mean? Like, even the Middle East, other countries in the Middle East don't even trust them. I mean, what the fuck?
And a threat to Sunni countries, given the fact that Iran wants to provide or strive towards Shia dominance in the area itself. So those are quite telling signs as well. Overall, my hope is that potentially after we get through these campaigns, this will potentially bring the Saudis around the table and potentially could expand the Abraham Accords as a result of what you're seeing now.
Dr. Asaf Ramawaski, truly
all right, so that's a perfect consolidation that he did there. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and move over into what Trump is saying regarding this whole ordeal. This is him catching right before his departure over there to NATO this morning. He had this to say, and so it's definitely going to be an interesting thing. I think that this is the one where they cut it off, what he says there, but we'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and go. Shit, that's a big W over to the chat. If you guys can hit that, where if we got 33 right now, if we can hit that 33 likes in the freaking video, you know what I mean? That would be legendary. Very much appreciate you guys hitting that like button, man. Very much appreciate it. You too, Tiffany. Much love.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And
okay, so what he just said right there is Iran launched a missile, and it was past the ceasefire agreement time, and they missed. Nothing happened. It missed completely. And now that's why we've had what's going on right this second.
Now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down.
Yep, and these motherfuckers got to calm down. Dude's right.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal.
Right.
They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either.
Wow, big W to Trump, dude. Fucking A, dude. W Trump, dude. That's awesome. I love that he called that shit out.
All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be successful. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Are you going to see the agreement? It's a new dawn in the Middle East. Thanks to the agreement you managed to achieve. What are your future plans for the region, for Saudi Arabia, Israel, Gaza, the hostages?
Look, you're asking me about women in the Middle East. It's getting a lot better. Things are happening at a high level. As you know, Saudi Arabia's done a really good job. It's coming out far.
Oh, shit, man. We got Junkyard that sent in real quick $10 on the Cash App saying for this past weekend. Hey, man, I very much appreciate you sending that in and with that dono, my man. As well as we got brother Lee Lance that sent in $2 for the dude saying going to have surgery on both hands. Holy shit, dude. Well, hey, man, much love, honor, respect to you, and I'll definitely be praying for you. That's brutal. Definitely keep us all in the loop in the Discord, keep us updated what's going on. We got Miss Lotus as well. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're enjoying your morning as well. Good to see you.
Faster than I thought. So we're very happy about what's happening with women in the Middle East.
No, I'm talking about a new dawn in the Middle East that you managed to achieve last night.
Yeah.
The region is going to a new place with the agreement. Can you tell us what's your future plans for Gaza, for the hostages?
Yeah. It's a new dawn. I appreciate the question. You're very nice. Who are you?
Thank you. I'm Maria Krause from Israeli Channel 13 News.
Well, we have to have Israel calm down because they went on a mission this
I very much appreciate that, Steve.
morning. I got to get Israel to calm down now.
Calm down.
Did you talk to Prime Minister Netanyahu last night?
I think everybody.
You
urge both sides not to violate the ceasefire, but reports coming from the region suggest that the sides accuse each other for violating the ceasefire.
We got allegedly up in the building. Hopefully you're enjoying your topless Taco Tuesday so far. We're enjoying our Tuesday. Listen, there's a lot of chaos in the world, and I love that Trump's actually holding Israel and Iran, both of them, accountable right now. It's awesome. Awesome.
I think they both violated it.
Good morning.
I don't think I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it.
Oh, my God. As soon as I get away from you, I'll see if I can stop it. Holy shit, dude. That is I got to back that up.
I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it. Okay?
W. Trump. What's up, Sandwich Stack? Good morning.
I think it's been completely demolished. I think the reason we're here is because those pilots, those B-2 pilots, did an unbelievable job. And, you know, the fake news, like CNN in particular, they're trying to, they're trying to say, well, I agree that it was destroyed, but maybe not that destroyed. You know what they're doing? They're really hurting great pilots that put their lives in the line. CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC.
Damn, they're scum, dude.
They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news, but they should not have done
right.
that. Those pilots hit their targets. Those targets were obliterated, and the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots; they're after me. They want to try and demean.
You don't believe that Iran can rebuild its nuclear program?
Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there, absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone.
Stephanie,
but when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. And you take a look at the pinpricks, and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s.
Damn.
I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real losers. You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it.
Gutless
I have no choice.
loser.
I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news.
He's like, I have to put up with this bullshit because I'm the president of the fucking United States. I have to watch this bullshit. Yeah.
Because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
The ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what?
Motherfuckers, he's fired up.
We basically...
Oh, they cut him off. They cut him off right there. So they're going to cut him off there. And the reason why is because he says something there. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that up for you guys right here, right now. I have the actual rest of the speech. They didn't, they wanted to bleep that out. Of course, the mainstream media has to do what they have to do, right? But hey, we're not the mainstream.
As soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Woo!
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped the load.
He's dropping bombs left, right, and center, homie.
The bombs, the likes of which.
That second part is where they bleeped out what he said there, and they kept it silent. But that was some gangster ass shit, dude. You know what? I'm playing that again.
I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that.
So this part right here is where they silenced him.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Wow, man. All right. So that is, as of right now, let me go ahead and double check this, that we don't have any other updates regarding this. We do not, which is fantastic. That means we are caught up in the regards to Israel and Iran and the United States. Now, the last thing that we are going to be presenting today, this morning, is Ukrainian President Zelensky is speaking at the NATO summit this morning, and it happened about an hour ago. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up. He's got an 8-minute ordeal that he spiels out, probably just begging for more and more support and money and money and money and money and money. That's exactly what they do. And it drives me insane. Drives me fucking nuts.
Thank you so much.
Shut up.
Thank you for invitation. Thank you again, Mark.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Thank you, Ursula, Minister, and all the participants. And thanks to Netherlands for hosting us. Thank you so much. So, dear friends, thank you all of your attention to Ukraine and to our joint defense capabilities. The key word here is, I think, is joint. We all understand that the source of this war and the long-term threat to the European way of life is Russia. But in reality, we are not just facing Russia alone. We are facing a network of state and non-state actors that are serving the cause of aggression. This network includes Russia, North Korea, the current regime in Iran, Chinese companies, and many.
I'm really, really sorry about that, Papa Penguin.
Emotional damage.
I know it hurts my heart too.
Schemes across the world that help produce weapons and carry out operations against our country, our people, and our Europe.
What's up, Bill?
Only together can we counter this.
Morning.
And the best way to do it is to hit the core of this aggression hard and to break every link that connects Russia with its accomplices. That's why our priorities are clear. Our joint defense production and real restrictions on cooperation with Russia through sanctions and other restrictive measures. Thank you to everyone who's helping us with this. Now, the key points for today about defense production. First, investment and technology. Our defense production potential has surpassed $35 billion. This includes nearly 1,000 types of products, from artillery and traditional armed vehicles.
What's up, Laura? Hopefully you're enjoying your morning so far. Good to see you, by the way.
To advanced drones of all
and Lily,
types
good morning.
and missiles. But around 40% of these potential lacks proper funding. It's true. That's a problem. For example, we can produce over 8 million drones of different types each year, but the financing allows for far fewer. At the same time, Russia is using not only its oil revenues for defense, but also the resources of regimes like North Korea and Iran, and Russia's corrupt connections in other countries. So our united solidarity is the best answer to Russia's war network. And we are open to various forms of cooperation in the defense sector, including sharing.
Just get to the fucking point. What do you want? You want money? Is that what you want? Just get to the point. I hate the lead up every fucking time. The shit drives me nuts.
Our expertise and achievements with those who help the most. And we must lead in the drone race, both in strike drones and interceptors, and keep moving forward in producing traditional weapons, taking into account all the lessons learned in this long war. Please increase your investments in Ukraine and joint weapons production.
There it is. There it is. Oh, what is it that you're asking for? What is it that you're asking for?
Please increase your investments in Ukraine and joint weapons production.
Oh, that's what you're here for. Got it.
Please increase your investments in Ukraine and joint weapons production.
Get the fuck out of here.
Stupid.
Go fight your own fucking war, you retard.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Get the hell out of here.
And all the weapons we produce become part of a new, stronger European defense and security system. In this context, we welcome the European initiative, Security Action for Europe, which includes plans to provide up to 150 billion euro to develop the defense industry. And we call for this program to also be actively used as an extra source of support for our shared security. And it's important to keep in mind that Ukraine is an equal partner to this program, meaning that ensuring security is our common cause. Second, long-term resilience of our countries. There are no signs that Putin wants to stop this war. Russia rejects all peace proposals, including those from the United States of America. Putin only thinks about war. That's a fact. Maybe he connects his own political survival with his ability to keep killing. So long as he kills, he lives. And our intelligence confirmed this. Russia is even planning new military operations on NATO territory, meaning your countries, and this war is now on in Ukraine, and it's to get prepared, well, to be ready. No doubt we must stop Putin now and in Ukraine, but we have to understand that his objectives reach beyond Ukraine. European countries need to increase defense spending. We believe that 5% of GDP is the right level.
Oh my God.
A united Europe can create a defense capability that will destroy Russia's illusion that war with Europe could bring it anything. To kill that illusion faster, we must take away Russia's ability to continue this war against Ukraine with impunity. It's better to hold Russia back where it's already stuck. And I thank every country, and I thank every leader who has already decided to commit part of their national defense spending to supporting Ukraine. If every European country commits at least 0.25% of its GDP for this, and we are thankful to those countries who commit more, like Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, and such big commitment like from Germany. Something quite reasonable, the chances for peace in Europe will grow. Third, please make sure your countries and your companies are not helping Russia or its bodies in any way. This is crucial, really. And there is no significant Russian weapon today that is produced without components, without equipment or materials from other countries, sadly, including some from Europe and NATO. Yes, of course. And this must stop. Such components can be found in every Russian missile, in most of their drones, and in military vehicles. And it's not just China. Also, Taiwan, and some of these parts come from the European countries and from the United States. And every single component or machine tool delivered to Russia's defense sector helps prolong the war and is a crime against peace. Every scheme that helps them build Shahid.
Yo, David, my man, hopefully you're enjoying the morning, your topless Taco Tuesday, as well as chatting with Stack says, dude's a crook. Facts, by the way.
Drones or any other tools of killing is not just aiding a war against us, it's a threat to you and to the way of life that millions in our countries value deeply. Please, let's make sure that our defense potential and the potential of our partners works for our peace, not for Russia's madness. Thank you. Slava Ukraine.
Oh, that was so difficult to listen to. That was so rough. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for making sure that this very show happens. I can't do this show without you guys. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you guys decided to be right here with me, man. So I very much appreciate everyone in the Breakfast Club. Mega W's to you guys, man. Listen, we're going to be rating our buddy Black Dragon, so make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out as well. Helps out the show immensely. I always appreciate every single one of you guys and your engagement, man. With that being said, we'll be back tomorrow morning for more of the world's madness. As always, until then, God bless everyone, and we'll see you guys very soon. Much love.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart steel and a spirit unbroken, he rides on two wheels ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be to submit.